I think about like our life and oh my God, so much good times and love and fun. And to sit here and think like, wow.
Yeah.
And for this to be
all
thrown
the
away.
Good stuff, all the work. We do us, it works.
How much
You wanna show me something? Is it a purchase?
we done purchasing for the day, okay?
Me and Kirk have waited so long to just really pay attention to each other and be about us. I love it.
I wanted to show you this.
Oh, okay.
I am so appreciating our husband and wife time, but life gets in the way again.
So you know how I've been talking to you about how my period ain't really been coming on like normally. You know?
Well, you need to check.
Kirk and I were already overextended, so having a baby, it would be a lot, but we would have to deal with it.
If it's positive, how do you feel about that?
No, we don't need No. Woo. I feel like I'm too old.
I feel like I am already, we have a lot going on, and babies are a big responsibility,
Right.
and it's a lot. And the way we move around already crazy, that would be a whole different type of lifestyle.
And you would have to get permission from Carter.
I gotta get permission.
Carter is king right now.
He's the king.
Carter is the boss. You know I love kids to death. That's why I live. I love my kids. I love my grandkids.
Yeah.
I've been raising kids for 30 years, nonstop, and I don't want to go back to that. Like, I think it's time to chill and enjoy life. I don't want to be no old ass 18 years from now with a cane and. No, I want to have fun while I'm still able to have fun.
We're gonna go out tonight and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then tomorrow we'll make our way to the store and see what's going on.
When
We
you're
can
knocked
still go
up,
out
you a
and get
party
it.
pooper.
No, you're not. I'm lit. I'm lit or not
You
lit.
is not lit when you knocked up.
Just because you can't drink, I still know how to have fun without any alcohol involved. Shut up. You know what? All these jabs you've been taking lately, I
Hey,
hope
man,
you're
let
ready
me
for this
jab.
comeback.
So tonight, it's Gemini season on that ass. Me and Sierra's birthday are one day apart, okay? So we are getting ready to have a joint birthday party. And my girl Yandy does a local performer. His name is Freak. And I'm really enjoying this. He's like rapping in Arabic, and I'm just like, I might not get all the words, but you know what? Music is a universal language, baby, so let's go.
So please يا أخي اطلع من راسي وأنا واحد فيك في بالي أنا فراري أنت قضيها تكاس.
You did it! Shout out to the DJ! I'm so blessed to have Rasheeda and Sierra here to celebrate my wedding. But it's their birthday, so I would never be so selfish not to celebrate them. And luckily, Miss Judy will not be attending, so there will be no tears tonight.
I do not buy surprise gifts anymore because we are too deep in the relationship and it costs too much money. But Rasheeda wanted this gift last year and it sat to this year because.
Oh, no.
So there your joint go. You know, in your vows, you say, you know, for richer or better, poor or worse, and sick and death do you part, and all these things. So guess what? When I was in the hole, Rasheeda held me down. Now that we back up, we hitting in the right direction. I feel like let me make sure you get what you want. And now we up, so let's be up.
Got some canaries. Thank you, Kirk, for making me feel so special.
Come on now, you better both up.
So after Charlene tried to orchestrate putting Rasheeda and her father together, he actually made a mistake and called Rasheeda and then hung up the phone. So Rasheeda calls him back, and then they go arguing like crazy, and I can tell Rasheeda's very stressed out. She's working all the time, dealing with the kids, dealing with the business, dealing with life. I was like, you know what? Let me try to get her to relax her mind and kind of chill out and just kind of let things go.
Oh, he's so sweet. You know you getting some.
Oh,
Fast, right?
No.
Well, I will say Kirk doing this has definitely flipped the switch to be like, you know what? Unwind and let go for a minute.
It's easy for me to
I
see.
cannot believe. So this is what you was doing.
Yeah, man,
I know what.
trying to get you back on the right pace.
Listen,
I mean, I know the fight with your dad last night really kind of hurt you.
as a little girl, all I wanted from my dad was him to be around.
In your mind, what is the ideal relationship you see having with your father?
I'm not asking for the world. I mean, he doesn't live in Atlanta. But my thing is, I just wanted to try to have like a healthy relationship.
You want him to be something he's not. What you got to do is figure out how to make a relationship either where you at now, because you can't never make yourself a little girl again.
When me and him got into that argument, he got me so heated because he was basically acting like, you never invite me. First of all, you never are present. You are never being a real father, and you want to sit here and tell me what I'm not doing?
The reason why we never see each other is because no timing is ever good for you. Like, what's the problem? You don't want to see me, you don't want to see Carter, you don't want to see Kyle, you don't want to, you know, what is it?
And to me, I just look at it like that be kind of hurtful because this is like...
See, that's why I recorded you, because I wanted you to be able to listen back to the stress level to where you were.
Every time I say come, you can come when you get ready, you never show up. It's been like that all my life.
You hold it against me all your life.
Well, obviously you're holding something against me because you won't, you. First of all, no, you hold against me because you ignored my calls and then you called me by accident because you didn't want to talk to me.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you one thing.
No, don't tell me. You stay out of my life. I don't give him.
I was yelling.
Yeah.
I don't yell at my parents. Like, that's not cool. So for that to happen and for him to just be so cold, it really hurt my feelings. We shouldn't even have arguments ever because we don't even be around each other long enough to even do that.
Either you got to accept him for what he is, or you got to make this say, you know, I don't need this kind of stress in my life.
I guess I get emotional because you be like, damn, you my daddy. You ain't got no sense of
Well, don't get emotional
anything.
again,
Like,
'cause you've been
what the
emotional
f is
too
that
much
about?
and
I
that's
don't
bad.
understand it.
It's different kind of people.
I don't understand that. I feel like, really though, because it is stressful, just like it blew my whole day. You know what I mean? Just that
And it's
whole
blowing
argument.
his moment too.
Yeah, and
That's
it's
my
really nice.
problem.
So I'm
It's
gonna,
like I'm
I'm gonna
trying
put
to
this
bring you away
conversation.
from that and do something different and put something different on your mind.
You know what? I don't want to talk about my daddy no more. I just need to kick these boots off, put these legs up to the moon, and enjoy a night with my husband and get these roses off the bed before they be stuck in my booty crack. I really just think to just let it go for a minute, you know, and just put it on ice, just let it be what it is.
Kirk invited me to meet him. It's bull. At this point, just pay what you're supposed to pay and be on your merry way. I'm very shocked to see Rasheeda here because the last time I seen her, she told me that she would not be an Instagram parent. The bitch lied. Hello, Rasheeda.
Hey,
I haven't seen you in years.
I have not.
Good to see you.
You as well.
This is an awkward one for me.
No husband really wants to call this type of meeting because it's incredibly awkward to kind of be in this position.
I be kind of wanting to figure out a communication, oh, it's a lot of stuff.
But it's the same stuff as before. Do you realize you didn't even attend Cannon's last birthday because where were you at?
That's the same party that I helped pay for and pay for the gifts, correct?
When we was in mediation, do you even remember what we agreed on? Yeah, you don't know because you don't
I do
speak to
know,
her.
I'm not.
So the agreement was that you get Cannon the third weekend of every month. Do you do that?
No, we didn't really agree to that because the last time...
It's signed on paper.
This is what I just want to say.
It's not gonna ever be exactly what you want it to be. But
I
one
get
thing
that
you
now.
ain't gonna never, ever, ever have to question or worry about is that boy getting the love and the same treatment as all the other kids when he's around. But I feel like y'all owe it to Cannon for it not to be a nitpick.
I feel like I'm just glad to walk down the street sometime because, you know, I was labeled as America's most up person at one time. Women hate me for what happened with her, but then you have a child involved who needs all of that love.
You're not a victim.
No, it's not about a victim. This is what I get. It's my fault.
Yes, I messed up. But one thing we not gonna label me as a bad father. I take care of my kids and my grandkids.
One of the elephants in the room for real is like, what is going on now with the DFACS situation? A DFACS call, that's a problem. That can get you in trouble. There's no excuses as a parent.
The case got dismissed.
You know?
What I have a problem with is that this is our first time meeting, and maybe it's because of this defect situation. But why are you so concerned now?
I've always been concerned, and I've always loved him since the first day I
heard from you.
You don't have to hear from me because Cannon knows what's up. That's
So
all
now
that matters.
You understand why it's a little weird now? It seems
but
like
you
it's
know
not
it's
as
not weird.
genuine because
No, it's genuine.
now all of a sudden.
I've always been there since I decided to forgive this. If I forgave him, I gotta take everything that comes with it, and that's Cannon. Y'all figure some out so we can get this boy on track like he need to be on track. It's been too long to be playing these kind of games, guys. Call me, babe, when you do.
You got something else to say?
No, I'm just like, well, I mean, I told you, you can call me anytime. When you need me, call me.
Now that you say that, I'm gonna take your word for it. We'll see.
So if I pick him up from your house and I come to your door, you're gonna be fully dressed, or are you gonna be how you normally be?
How do I normally be?
You came to the door a few times in your birthday suit. You don't
Are
think
you
that's happened?
kidding me?
So that's never happened?
Oh, you making up now.
I don't know what you trying to do, what you trying to pull, but it's okay. Cause listen, I don't erase no message.
And I'm not saying it like
I'm
I've
out.
never...
I don't erase nothing.
What's up, man?
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Frost. What's going on? What's up?
Oh, man.
So now Rasheeda wants to meet up with me all of a sudden. Why? Because at the end of the day, she's not gonna leave that man. He could do a whole orgy in front of her and she still won't leave him.
Well, apparently you know the stuff that's going on because you're the one with all the bright old text messages and saying things I'm trying to do, got me arguing about I'm not trying to do. Trying to definitely get some clarity on what's all going on.
Jasmine is getting exactly what she wants. She wants to get in front of Rasheeda. She wants to try to up my marriage, say little slick. You love star. I mean, it's stupid.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I feel like you tried to lie on me and say that I answered the door in my birthday suit. Well, whatever you said was completely false. So I was like, if you're gonna lie on me, then I'm gonna tell the truth on you. And I never wanted to take it here. It wasn't until you said that, that's what triggered me. I was like, okay, let's go there then.
Rasheeda is mad at the wrong person. The reason why we haven't been able to have a conversation is because you've held me accountable and not him.
So I'm confused, like, what are you so confused about?
Oh, okay, so she said telling the truth on you, so what's the truth?
What would be your truth? Because my truth is I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't.
Whatever your truth would be, what is it? Like,
Of course you don't, because you why would you tell that truth? So the truth is that you have been trying to smash.
so I heard, and that's been not the case, so.
You're a liar, the truth ain't in you. I have the proof.
She said she got the proof.
Hopefully at the end of this conversation, she has a little bit more clarity, and maybe one day she'll be able to realize that I'm not the problem.
This is my first time actually reading the text, and I just feel like this is beneath me.
You said blank if we. That's what that says. And now you going back on your word after I signed the release form for Cannon. I take you back to court. Don't play with me. You didn't ask me to cash app you no extra money towards the rent. I just did it out of the kindness of my heart because I knew you were behind trying to help you. That wasn't no extra money. That was what you're supposed to be giving me anyway since we agreed to whatever the number is. So what's the deal on the text messages? Is that what we got going on? Because the fact that I'm even sitting here, even listening to this is beneath me. And I'm sick and tired of this. Straight up, what is up?
What's up is I take care of my child, not to the ability that someone else would like, and try to walk on thin ice because I don't want to be getting cursed out about that I'm not doing. Like, what you want me to do?
I don't want you to tap dance, do some ballerina steps around my question. I want my question answered.
I ain't doing I ain't trying to do you already know I'm not. Like when, where, how, when.
So where the rest of the text messages at so I can find out this information about what y'all agreed to?
Why are your text messages deleted?
What you mean? I don't even know what the was being said. I was frustrated. I might have thought about and I don't know if I sent same day, the next day, I sent the money and did what I needed to do. That's it. I ain't do nothing else.
Let me talk to you, Jasmine.
Whatever.
So what's the deal?
Honestly, let me say this. Me and you haven't really had any type of communication like this ever before. I feel like maybe me and you need to open up a communication line instead of me and him. Maybe it will be better that way.
You just told me my husband trying to you, and then you telling me you want to open up a communication line with me?
I mean...
Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm done.
I ain't him.
Why would you not want to have an open line of communication with me if your husband's trying to me? I feel like that's even more reason for me to have communication with you. That way I don't have to deal with him. Kirk can be obsolete.
Hello.
Close my door.
Why?
Close my door.
I don't know what she said to you.
You're not gonna say nothing because when the was mentioned and you're like, are you serious? You know I'm not doing that. I'm trying to stand with your ass once a get on that, and then you sitting here acting like a bitch. Are you kidding me?
Like,
how much do you think I can take?
Okay, so you...
Okay, if a bitch is lying, you straighten that. Obviously, it's not a lie.
Looking at the... What do you see? Nothing. I don't see anything.
Are you blind? Because I saw it.
You don't see nothing in my text direct. All business.
No, I don't see your text because you deleted them.
Bro, you sitting here getting mad at me. You know how I be. I be sitting here being...
I'm mad about even being here. I'm mad about even doing it. You know, Kurt.
It's just stupid. Like, that's my point.
This is the stupid you have turned our life into. Now what?
I went straight to business. What am I supposed to say?
I'm out. Done with this.
Stupid.
You
Hello.
gotta just throw it all away.
I am actually very happy that Rasheeda let me come back in the house. So with a big glass of wine, I'm hoping we can finally move along from this Jasmine BS.
What was the text messages?
The only reason they're gone is because we were arguing about some that don't even matter, and you know me. I'm energy only. Her energy is negative. I don't with it. So when I see it, it's out the phone. Like, I just didn't respond the way everybody think I should. Why? That clearly says we're not.
But you know, what hurt me is for you not to stand there and straighten that out. And I'm gonna tell you something. It made me feel some kind of way about you. That's the real problem.
But I didn't know it was gonna turn into all this. Oh,
Well, I didn't know
now
it was
she
gonna
could
turn
be in
into
front
this,
of
but
you
let me
and
tell
say
you something.
slick.
What I
Like,
will
come on.
say is you gotta get some straightening, because the minute anything even makes me look or feel uncomfortable, you should be standing the up and straightening that out.
This whole thing just took me back to that place, to when the situation happened. It sometimes triggers me. It can make me super angry at times and shut down, or it can make me snap the out, and, you know, I'm human.
I be trying to make it right as much as possible. I try to just pay the money, take care of the kid, not try to even put you in a space to be bothered with some you shouldn't even have to go through, you know? And at the end of the day, you ain't got to worry about me ever up again. I understand it's embarrassing. It was I get it. I embarrassed myself. I embarrassed my kids. I already said it. I have definitely not cheated with Jasmine. I am definitely not trying to cheat with Jasmine. There is none of that going on.
We have this life that we have created. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, forgiveness is real. People always talk about in marriage, what is it? Trust and this, yeah, it's trust. And this communication, it's forgiveness. Like,
happens. When you've been married for going on 25 years and been in a relationship with somebody who you've lived your life with, you got things to think about before you throw everything away. You can ask any woman, from Keisha down to Michelle Obama down. Ask Beyonce.
I think about like our life and, oh my God, so much good times and love and fun, and to sit here and think like, wow.
Yeah.
And for this to be
all
thrown
the
away.
Good stuff, all the work. We do us. It works.
I know I'll get past it, but at the end of the day,
When it comes to the situation with Cannon, figure out some type of an understanding.
My next steps is simple. Go to my lawyer, legitimize him, keep paying my child support, and just keep my distance. Like, that's all I could do. Can I get a hug? Can I get, because you ain't been living with me, you've been back by yourself.
when I'm supposed to come over there, you better come get it.
I humbly apologize for my I am sorry. And I thank you for riding with me. And, you know, somehow, some way, we'll make it right. I wonder how this is gonna go.
Oh, they are right here.
So Mendeecees hit us up, said he wanted to talk. So I don't really know what it's about, but they've been a little salty, so we're here to see what they want to talk about.
Yeah, listen, man. Thanks for coming, man. I really appreciate y'all showing up. I'm gonna start off with the fact with the whole Jasmine thing. It really been like a super pain in my ass. You know, the night that we was at the concert, they following us outside the venue, arguing with Yandy, trying to pick a fight. I guess they was looking for y'all, and they ran into the Harrises. And it was just like, Mendeecees, you don't remember me? And I'm like, nah, I don't remember you. She's like, you don't know me, you don't know me? And the way she kept saying it,
It was given like,
it was kind of like.
I'm like, was he rubbing on your tits? Was he touching your ass?
So, but it was kind of
But he
like.
wasn't doing anything.
It was very much, you know me.
But listen, it was kind of disrespectful because it was like, you want to make me know you? Now, I know you now because you're being too aggressive.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, nah, I don't know what you said, but you got people thinking that maybe we had a conversation or it was more than me being at your bar. She said, it didn't come from me. I said, all right, well, thank you for clearing the fire. I'm done. And the gang came up behind us and all hell broke loose after that.
Let me be clear. Jasmine and her friend coming after Mendeecees has nothing to do with me. What is not being said is why they claiming they got information of a best friend who's scared to come forward, say this and that. I'm like trying to not be in the middle of it, but I'm gonna be honest, y'all gonna have to put 2 and 2 together yourself. People who are not just making this up.
Have you seen Mendeecees in compromising positions?
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one.
I ain't know about all this type of stuff.
I didn't mention that. I told her. Okay, let me stop everything there.
He never told you that we almost got into a whole physical altercation?
No.
But it wasn't peaceful. Was what happened at the end of the concert with Jasmine and Mendeecees and Yandy.
Yeah.
Seen a little tension coming in, and she was like, he'd be at the bar. It was some about the bar. They was just saying. I'm sorry I wanted to, but that was gonna be shaky ground for me. I didn't say about it because we was just communicating again.
Girl, let me tell you something, because I came here feeling away. You see how barely I gave you a real half-ass hug? Don't be half-hugging me and I don't know what's going on.
Truth be told, when it came to the situation at the concert, I don't know what happened because me nor my husband were there. So I did hear some things, but you know, people talk every day. And to be honest with you, I don't know what to believe anymore because all people do is word vomit out lies.
I think it's just been far too long and far too much mess. So now it's like, what we want to do?
She is trying to get my attention and she is trying to ruffle my feathers.
Honestly speaking, y'all, I was just mad at this.
And I'm mad at him for us even being in this situation. The fact that I even have to deal with bottom of the barrel ass bitches.
That is where your anger should be.
And that's exactly where it's at all the while, but people don't understand is I know how to control my to a certain extent.
I can't explain it, but I wouldn't, bro, I don't know all that side and all that slick she's saying and throwing, but I would stay the away from it. But I mean, I can't tell you what to do.
Listen, I'm gonna do my best, protect my mental health, keep them away from me, and whatever y'all do, I pray it works out, and if it don't work out, I'm coming.
Definitely.
But listen, this was good. Thank you for coming out, clearing this up.
You know, my husband knows Kirk from New York, and there's this kind of Harlem camaraderie, and I think Mendeecees is kind of like, I'm not gonna pressure him, especially right now in front of his wife. But you know, nothing was really resolved besides the fact that Rasheeda didn't know, and I gotta stand on that. That's what she said, so that's what it is.
You know damn well I'm not about to let no bitch, especially not no rat assholes, talk any shit about any of my friends. I'm gonna be like, bitch, you better get out of my face.
Amen.
Did you tell Kirk? Tell Kirk what? What Mendeecees was talking about when he talking about he ain't want him all on his penis and all that.
Kirk, it seemed like he have an obsession with my penis. I'm hoping he don't want to see it.
Nah, I thought that would be the main thing you would have said, cause nah, I ain't gonna do all that. I ain't trying to do all that. But I'm talking about where he was like, he could have Rasheeda. Whoa, y'all just trying to get down to the bottom of me. Y'all too crazy.
I mean, listen, I'm still in shock.
What's up, bro?
Is that what we doing? We getting at people's wives right now?
Okay, we were having a conversation, right? We were just having a conversation. When Mendeecees was at the house, he felt like you keep saying his name. You know the whole, my name and my talking about
Cousin, why you and your people got his penis in his mouth?
We have his in our mouth, is that what he said?
No, he said, why y'all obsessed with him? I'm like, oh. And then he said, why you focus on your baby mama, you need to be focused on your main thing. He said main course. We need to be focused on her because she might have a thing for me too.
Who?
You might have a thing for him too.
Me?
Yeah.
For Mendeecees?
I know he didn't mean it like that because that ain't even talk. You know what? We live in a world now where the fake is like winning. I don't do house husbands who wife go on trips to go hop on other while you sit at home. Don't insult me like that, my boy, because it'll never in life be that type of party. That is not nobody I would ever have a nothing mother think about. Whatever they say has no relevance, okay? And them some scheming, lying, manipulating people.
I'm cool with it. We never talk ever again in life, because I ain't got time for that.
You got a couple of weirdos in this crowd, so I want you to be on point.
Please don't get no bull.
I think sometimes they be forgetting who the they playing with.
You know, coming out here to Atlanta, I had my blinders on, but I was warned by my friend back in New York about Rasheeda and Kirk. They ain't right. I was warned, and I just didn't listen.
I'm annoyed.
I know.
I can't believe this bitch ass said this. I hate them people. When I tell you I despise people who sit here and make up to ruffle feathers, because that's exactly what he doing. The fact that you would even play that type of game and disrespect my husband and then turn around and on your girlfriend like that just lets me know the bottom of the barrel type of people we dealing with. I'm not about to just be sitting here like this. I'm out of this bitch.